I thank you from the bottom of my heart for investing in me and your kind support. Because of your scholarship, now I can attend the school of my dream without worrying about tuition. 3 years ago, when I arrived in this country, I studied as a student in the English as a second language program at St. Louis Community College at Firstburg. I couldn't speak English at all, yet I know that anything was possible. This scholarship reminds me the last word that my father and mother told me before I left my homeland, Congo Kinshasa. They said to me, "We do not have money to support your school, but we know that God will make a way. All you have to do is to stay in touch with Him and work hard." Now I can say that God has made a way, and the idea of that hard work always pay off is real. I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get back home around midnight. I study on the metro lane, on the bus, at work, just because I have very little time to study at home. This afternoon, I feel hungry, and this moment we now only stay in my mind, but it also going to stay in my heart. I will make sure that the Women's Society of Washington University is proud of me in class, out of class, and after the college life. Again, thank you.
Just to reiterate that Elie came here 2 years and 7 months ago, I believe, and has learned English in that time, which I think is another phenomenal role. So I'm excited to present our next scholar, Justin Smith, who will be graduating from the St. Louis Community College in Merrimack with a 4.0 GPA. Jeffrey Schneider, Associate Professor of English, sent his strongest recommendation, stating that Justin was an eager, intellectually capable student who has demonstrated exemplary leadership. As Vice President of Fellowship for Phi Theta Kappa, he provided meaningful fellowship activities for current members, but also, in the absence of a Vice President for membership, he took on the role of primary recruiter for new members. He is a genuinely open and giving young person and has served as a wonderful ambassador for the chapter. Over the course of the last year, he has exhibited the confidence that he is growing into by speaking in front of larger groups. He motivates people to get involved, and he embodies a sense that he can make a difference for his school and for the larger community. Justin has also taken on the role of a primary researcher for the Honors in Action project, helping other students to develop their own research skills. He has often worked with students to help them grasp difficult conceptual models. His responses to others' needs and his ability to help shape their thoughts demonstrated a sophisticated leadership and selfless collegiality. He also represents the finest qualities of a young scholar and has distinguished himself through both his fine scholarship and leadership skills. Justin shared a story with us when he was in high school. He had a conversation with his father about what to study in college. His father said, "You can write better than anyone I know and that I've ever met, and you like to teach. Why not be a professor?" Without his father's suggestion, Justin said he would have lost any opportunity to help students see the beauty of the world through words. Through his writing, he has found a way to express an imagination he never knew he had. We actually had a chance to read some examples of Justin's writings on Saturday. and he is truly a gifted and intellectual writer, painting imaginative and inventive visual stories with his words. Justin's guests today are his parents, Jim and Susan Smith. We're glad to have you with us. So Justin, would you come forward?
What else can be said at this point? I'd like to thank the Women's Society for this opportunity, for this scholarship. Certainly without it, I would not be here today. I would not have the opportunity to even fathom thinking about attending Washington University. And I'm very excited for the prospects that the school holds for me and what it might do for my future. I'd like to thank my parents. Without them, I would certainly not be here, both literally and figuratively. Without their support at every single point in my life, there is no doubt that I would not be here today. I'm sorry. During high school and even my first year at Merrimack, I would never have dreamed of being able to be here today to accept such a distinguished award and such a distinguished scholarship. It would not have even seemed possible. It was just a matter of, going to school, getting decent grades, and just making sure that I put, hard work in everything. I wasn't trying to strive for some end goal. It was just making sure